YouTube, hello, it is I, your cult leader, your cult father, your cult daddy, Keronzi, back once again. We are playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. It's a Friday, but we've got a stacked house today. Shin is running a bit late, but he will be here, and we have Mr. Mox and Smiley here already. So, if you are new here or a returning viewer, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It helps the channel grow. Gets noticed by the algorithm in those comments down below, so I'll respond to you in kind. This is a blind playthrough, though, so please just mark your comments with spoiler at the beginning if you're going to talk about any of the plot points not yet encountered. There are some links down below. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel. You should definitely go and check him out. He's a fantastic content creator. And yeah, definitely worth you going to go and check out. If you are watching,
all my friends to the underworld.
If you are watching this, as this has gone live on the day as of, and it is the 28th of June 2025, then I'm going to be live over it. Well, I'm not going to be live, but I'm going to be over on I Am Trinky's stream. She's currently raising money for charity, doing a 12-hour stream. So we'd love to see you there. So come on over and say hello. There'll be a link down below for that. More for me now. There's the throne list. There's the Lord of Six merch door. They help me out a load. There's a link to my channel. You should definitely stop on by. Any money that I get from bits and subs is going towards Legend of Zelda games up there or other streaming expenses. And every sub that you give is going towards a cosplay goal, which you have until the 31st of July to get. It's not looking good. Only you can make that sub bar go up. But you don't have to. And that's the end of me shilling. Let's get into the game proper. Proper, innit?
How long is Trinky doing the chart? You said 12-hour stream, but when is she
12 hour.
cutting
It's
off donations?
that's a very good question. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Not sure either, but it's like 11 to 11 is when we're doing it.
Yeah.
Your guys' time.
Yeah, but we don't get. I mean, you're probably in the same boat as me. Smiley's, you're not being paid until Monday.
Yeah, I can't donate right now, but if it's like a week later, then I could.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know what the cutoff is.
Okay.
Mox, you want to very quickly ask in the charity Discord if there's a cutoff date. Cheers! Appreciate you.
Speaking of registered charities and things like that, are we planning to go to the attempt to get to the monastery today?
I think that was the idea.
Yes, that was one of the things on the lists.
Cool.
And then if need be, we can do, like, leveling stuff. I'd like to try and get all my classes to 50 if I can. That aren't. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
2 classes off, everything being at least 70 or above, and then we go from there.
Yeah. No, I actually still needed you open. Sorry when we do this. I mean, we could do maps as well, maybe. There's a number of things that we could do. Congratulations, Halapunde. You are first. Sizable Spartan. Hey, buddy. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hey, how's it going, Spartan? Hope you're doing well.
Did they change the flying Gobu? You can't sneeze while you're flying anymore.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
no?
you,
I'm
you
so
sound
sorry.
you sound confused.
It's like the worst change ever.
The alarm just got 170
Riot.
views.
Boycott the game.
Boycott the
It's
game.
Sneezing
I
Gobu. back.
hope you're as well. It's my wife's birthday, so I can't hang out. Can't hang long, but wait to say what's up. Hey, no, that's fair. Look, I totally get it. That is definitely more important.
I don't know. I think you got your priorities twisted there. Let's be honest.
Spent $3, get to $20. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you quite literally are just printing money at this point.
I love printing.
Okay, I need to go to Idleshire.
Why do you need to go to Idleshire? No one ever.
Yeah,
has to go to
man.
Idleshire.
Not trying to get beat with a belt. Well, I mean, I'd be interested, just not with anger. Hey, yeah, I hear that one. Doesn't necessarily need to be a belt, whip, paddle. That's fine.
My banana won't spoil. I can't get to Super Banana.
Can't get super banana. Oh, Smiley, how are you? How are your new hats?
It hasn't come out yet.
Has it come out?
It's August.
Ah,
August.
Ah,
It's the
I thought-
7.3 patch.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, there are no hats yet.
All right, alchemists.
So all these things where I've been like, I like the armor set, but I've never rolled on the headpiece because what's the fucking point? I'm gonna have to go collect now. So much more work.
It gives you something to do.
True.
Yeah.
I just need to pop to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm just doing my custom deliveries for the week.
Huh.
Oh,
Wheel of Fortune
um,
actually boosted my thing.
It's an issue.
Issue?
Yeah, my scripts were full. It'd be like as well. Hey, thanks for the luck, Alapanda. Duh. The hell did I just witness?
I don't know.
I'm assuming that's a craftable mount. I'm hoping that is because that mount was awesome. Not you. No. Gear, maybe. Let's grab that. Alright, I've already picked that up. So that's going to be the next one I... That wasn't the next one I was going to do. It should have been blacksmith. It's fine though. I need to pick these up.
My banana finally died.
Let's go.
Now to try and find the super banana.
You know, I could probably... Ba-bum, I should read what he says when I hand these over. For a space to be conducive to relaxations, all of its furnishings must be in harmony. And you clearly have taken this tenant to heart. A furnishing such as this will help ensure that the hard place is our patron's home away from home. Now then, let me examine it by the lights. Yes, the quality is above reproach, befitting the opulence that the hard place endeavors to deliver. Very well done. Thanks to you, we have amassed a fine selection of furnishings. By ensuring that the hard place is well appointed, we can keep our patrons comfortable. And a comfortable patron is a happy patron. With your furnishings adorning this hall, we have attracted new patrons. Not only with our food, but with our ambience as well. The results being we are doing better business than we have in many moons. Which leads me to my next piece of news. Finally, Ilya. Finally, we are profitable once more. Such a stellar recovery we couldn't have achieved without you. I knew I was right to place my faith in you, my friend. Truly, I never cease to amaze myself with my powers of judgment. Master Adikra, lest you forget, Ilya is Zoe's supplier first and foremost. Heh, just kidding. By saving the hard place, you saved the orphanage as well. Now I can sleep at night again without having to count flatbread. Which wasn't that helpful anyway, because I'd run out at about 5 pieces. But seeing Master Adrakara's success has inspired Zoe to redouble her efforts, which is to say you have to redouble your efforts, Ilya, for the children. Allow me to express my gratitude too, adventurer. With the hard place prospering again, your fellow adventurers are starting to return to Idleshire. As a woman of the house and a citizen of Idleshire both, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have experienced many and more hardships in my life, but this one alone, I do not think I could have overcome without your help. The hard place is more than just a tavern. It is the only home the children of the orphanage know, and a place where dreamers of all walks may gather to rest away their cares. That this place could be all those things is because you and other kind souls have reached out a helping hand to this piggy. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Now, come, my friend. Let us keep up our great work. Attica could not be happy with your efforts, now considered the savior of the hard place. Through your efforts and the financial fortunes, it seems, however, that Attica has a different sort of favor to ask of you. There is something I wish to speak with you about. When first I came to Eorzea, an outsider without a guild to his name, Idleshire was the only place that welcomed me. The Ishgardians, for instance, judged me solely on my appearance, looking me up and down before turning me away. So much for civilized peoples, I thought. My own tribe is no better. The Adakim are ever racked by internal feuds, rivals trying to get the better of one another. The idiocracy of it all left me bitter and jaded. But this town restored my faith in my fellow man. Thank you, Shin. Here, folks of all races and walks of life live together in harmony, joining hands in common cause. Fondly do I remember when I first set about establishing the hard place. One after the next, my neighbors came and offered me unsolicited help.
I'm back.
They've done me a good turn. Welcome back. It's only fair that...
here.
Indeed. It's only fair that I return the favour. This I mean to do by making the hard place the best place it can be. A place where folks can relax and eat their fill. Where they can raise their cups in good times and in bad. Where they can chatter about everything and nothing until the break of dawn. Everything that Idleshire has given me, I intend to give back and more. To that end, I hope I can continue to rely on your help. What's that? You wonder why I still wear my disguise, though there is no longer a need to hide. Well, by now it's become part of my identity, my brand, if you will. That being said, as a businessman, I am well aware of the importance of staying abreast of prevailing trends. Moreover, I'm even on the lookout for opportunities to broaden my horizons. Therefore, I give you permission to use glamour prisms upon me. With your surpassing fashion sense, give me an appearance that you think will speak to our clientele.
You've unlocked the dress up option.
For Adakra, yes. Brewing essentials, distilling materials, and Authorian salmon will earn you particularly handsome rewards. Whenever they make an appearance, make an effort to procure them all worth their while. Many thanks for your many deliveries, my friends. Truly, you are skilled at what you do, and truly, I have a keen eye for skill. That's all my deliveries done for the week. Shit.
Hello.
I witnessed the spectacle not 5 minutes ago.
I'm sure you can get a cream for that.
Maybe. I probably also think it's a crafting thing.
Okay.
I saw someone being carried in a carriage by what it looked like 8 Nemazu.
Okay.
Are you aware of this mount?
I might be.
I mean, I figured you probably would be. I wasn't 100% sure, though.
You can get a version as part of the rewards or part of the shop unlocks doing the Namazu crafting chain.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was from. All the more reason
And,
to continue it.
is a version that can be bought somewhere.
Interesting.
Because there's the one with normal Namazu, and then there's the one with golden Namazu, the coins.
Okay.
I apologise for my lateness. Real life happened.
It's all good. Arthur's Menethil. She's sure, run off. Do we want to try monastery? See if we can get into that
Yeah.
at last.
I don't think leave it as long as we did, but
Yeah.
give it a try.
Are we on classes we would like to try and use?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you increased your gear score, Mox?
Yes.
Okay. You good, Smiley?
Yep.
I'll be honest, there was a part of me that's just like, I'm pretty sure it's at the point it needs to be.
It's like, am I? Is it good? Is it good?
I like this new outfit I've got for my ninja, but I just don't like how my shoulders are so exposed.
Can't you put a cloak on?
No, I cannot.
Boo.
Oh,
How long should we leave it? Said it reaches the average wait time.
Yeah, I'd say 15 minutes.
Cool, cool. Oh. Dude to play cards with.
yeah. The Red Bill Store Boy. You see what I mean by my shoulders, though?
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Oh, so I did pick up. I don't think I mentioned it on stream at the very least. I mentioned it off stream, but I did end up picking up the manga betrayed by the hero. So I made him a MILF party with his mother. The first volume.
Oh dear.
I'll explain more after we finish the monastery, so I can just absorb the lore from here.
Oh my god, I just got the Diablos card.
Tank.
Come on, tank.
We should go in with just one person missing, even if they don't accept.
Shit, so we don't need 3 tanks, maybe.
All we need is.
They'll fill it fairly quickly.
I'm sure there's a dragoon that can floor tank for us.
Oh no. Now it's 1 DPS.
DPS, come on.
Love it.
And it begins.
Mm-hmm.
Double sage.
Is our party running double sage?
Yep.
Who am I giving the dance to? It's gonna be Shin or Mox, right?
Give it to me.
I can't remember what the dancer character is. Give me a second.
I think it goes to Shin.
Viper and Ninja are equal, so take your pick.
I always give it to Shin, so here you go, Mox.
Samurai
Alright, I've
actually
got-
better than Picto now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Picto is still equal with Reaper, Viper, Monk, Ninja. Like all the rest, apart from the
Oh, do you not want to be standing in that?
Should be fun.
My bad.
Is this Mustache Man? The first boss?
Nope.
I sure that's his name. Yeah, Mustache Man.
It's Soundwave.
Robots in disguise.
The Stadio. Oh, I've been targeted with something. Run, I assume.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Who's getting sniped?
Everybody.
Oh, do we have to turn...
Oh, I'm dead.
We have to look back in the area that was not showing, I'm assuming? In that three-quarter circle?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
wherever
You
the
didn't
gap
show him
is.
your hole or not.
Landmines.
Seems like a bad idea, but what do I know?
Next, sends in laser beam.
Did we do something about that?
We probably gotta kill them when they spawn.
Can't target them.
Nope. Uh-oh. Should be okay here.
Maybe too late for it.
Nope, not okay.
It was apparently my foot was in the wrong spot.
What's the betting the only reason he sounds like that is somebody got hold of the vocoder and was like, I want to play with this.
Oh, Yoshi P just had a really, like, Daft Punk heavy weekend.
Who hasn't? I mean, seriously.
True.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
being the music buff that I am, I have listened.
Youth guides your fate, but have you the faith to fulfill his legacy?
I have listened to the
Hello! Oh
new
god.
strings or the new trials music.
Given an ability. I don't know. Why? I mean,
Yeah.
would, but your ability is scaring me.
Yeah, one of the tracks there is very Daft Punk.
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its
When do we
weight
have to
cold
use that?
as steel.
Now,
Oh, and I've lost sound. Hang on. Hang on. Please just... Would you please close this? I saw there was two things. Is that basically like if you're on the other side of the arena?
yeah. Yeah, so you have to, like, run a marathon.
Yep. Up.
The hearts of men are black with corruption and must needs be cleansed.
What do we have to do with those?
They're gonna go simple.
Okay.
Bye! So we just have to keep attacking them or deal with the abilities?
I see, so we didn't get chosen for the very funniest.
More of them! It's heaven!
Seven
Okay, we have to use
shadows
swords to break
Seven
the
fates
thing.
foretold. At the end of the broken path lie death, and death alone.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think you then had to move from the,
Did all the hard work, Max, and then ran into it.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds my enemies
Uh-oh.
and tears their flesh asunder.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm fucked, I think. Oh, I made it. Oh, I made it. Woo! Ow.
The dreams of men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
Sword knight.
Yeah, so the ones with swords on them need swords to... You have to use a sword to kill them.
Oh.
And then shield knights, we're gonna have to...
Oh,
How is this?
I don't know how we're gonna get out of that.
Oh, you grab a shield, I assume.
Oh, divine light, send us from our sins! Gaze deep into the light!
no, Runzi, stay away from the light.
No! Must enter! Need to enter her holy light!
Have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
Oh.
I might use it to...
Look at these little beads are out.
Oop. Ow.
Well fought, champion.
Nice.
I leave you now to your quest. Iovelia awaits.
Bye, friend.
Bye, friend. We'll motorboat you later.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'd be worth it.
Oh, we've got more northerners. Telling us that there's evil far beyond their friend or brother Ken.
I'll do, Ken.
Far beyond our Ken.
Moving on.
Oh, yeah, no, we got them all.
I hate this one.
All my ninja magic. People for this one.
We go 2 platforms to the left here.
Your coming was foretold, servant of Iblis. Or perhaps you serve another. I am Count Sinolphus Orlando. Your journey ends here.
It's Sid.
The hearts of men are black with corruption and must needs be cleansed.
Ow.
I knew I'd choose it. It was just don't worry in this fight.
I call out to the skies and tremble as
'Cause
the
shields
brilliance
don't
of a
stack,
thousand
right?
bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder.
Also shields don't count
Seven
for
fates foretold.
out.
Yet at the end of the broken path lies
Shields
death
don't count
and
as a way to
death
calculate.
alone. Open your eyes to the darkness and drown in its lifeless embrace. The gods will not be watching. Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show me more. To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its bite as cold as steel. To live by the sword is to die by the sword. There is time enough for regret in the flames of hell. Hold is the blade that severs the villain's head. Endless is the path that leads him from hell.
Make sure it goes to like the sound of the bullets.
Well,
Most
in
of them
the
do.
Zodiac Graves game, he was that game's Sid.
Oh, this was the Sid.
Yeah.
Okay. I've not played 12.
Yeah, that Sid isn't a friend.
One of the few times Sid isn't, right?
It's the only time Sid isn't. Like, I know in 4 you have to fight Sid, but, like, it's not really his fault. You can't find him.
Sure, Jan.
And now the scale.
I do appreciate them knocking us back to exactly the position we're at.
That is rather nice.
Alpha like it.
Well, he did introduce himself as a count, so, you know,
Come, show me more.
noble upbringing and all that.
Escape is not so easily granted. Were you expecting a modicum of rust?
They keep going for like
You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
Usually when the dialogue is tied to a certain attack.
Piteous display.
How do you know which one of the TG Holy Swords where you need to be?
So for this one, like, he points to where he's going.
Right.
For the spinny ones, either he's got his swords upside down in a... if they're upside down, like in a reverse grip, you need to get in.
Even the
And if
strongest
they're out,
nations cannot defend the weakest of wills.
we need to, like,
Moment's
change. So when
hesitation
we're passing this
threatens
in,
a
somebody takes the
lifetime
thing.
of
Can I take it once? I'll take it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, then someone else takes it. If multiple people take this, you die. So we have to swap it. Somebody else
Okay,
has to take
have
off
I
once.
taken it?
Yeah, you have a debuff. But that debuff absolutely should not be passed to a tank. Like, even if you're gonna die, do not pass it to the tank because they will die.
That's not good.
Fine, you got space. You got between the circles.
You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
Watch, you may want to move. Oh, you were just on the edge there.
Parted, and the skies clear. It is time I bade you farewell.
Oh, and if you ever heal this, keep a lookout for the crush helm on the tank, where the tank gets 4 stacks of a cleansable debuff that increases their damage taken, and then the boss slaps them hard. If you don't cleanse it as a healer, the tank will take like 80% health damage.
Oh, okay.
So it makes your life a little bit easier just to sooner it off. Because as soon as it gets to 4 stacks, one sooner clears them all. So just wait until it hits 4, the sooner it, like, in between. You have like a second before that hits.
That which lies at your feet, that blessed bauble can grant you both
I mean,
Oh, hello.
Take up
I
your
know I shouldn't need to say it, but Ronzi,
mortal
Ronzi, yes.
in matters
Yes.
divine shall not be suffered.
It totally would.
Would, but should.
All I'm gonna
The
say
answer is yes.
Is good luck. That's it.
Excuse me.
You shall rue the day you raised your eyes to the heavens.
And I hope you remember every boss we've fought so far.
I'm assuming she does mechanics from every single one of those bosses.
Yep. How good's your memory?
Good enough. I hope.
I was a bomb.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
Are those ice have been left in the ground? We have to go and hide behind them? Oh no, they send out laser beams.
Yep, there's some lesbians.
freaking lasers!
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I suffer.
You recognize that guy?
I see. Oh, alright, when you said how good's your memory, she's using moves from every boss in this series.
Oh yeah, that was boss one of area one.
I just saw the water jugs.
Yeah, you recognize this guy?
Oh, shit. In the slow ones, then into the fast ones.
Ow.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I suffer.
Now, last time I did this guy killed me. So, I got this wrong.
You just move where the thing's not landing, right?
Yep.
Someone got squished.
That was me last time I did this.
Oh, we've got to do math soon, right?
No, you're safe from the map. But this part, some like people die. I died like 3 times the first time I did this. Hug if you're right. Tracy charging. Shit, run to the other side of the room.
Oh, ow. I got caught in a line. There was nothing I could do about that.
Yeah, they got us.
Look, it's all 3 of them.
Bear your steel. Simmer as the light of life before rising to the heavens and cleansing conflagration of divine benevolence. You
We're all gonna be taking constant damage.
Well, that's a rather small arena.
Don't let them pop the bubble.
How do we prevent her
How-
from popping the bubble?
How do we stop her from
in the
popping
face.
bubble? Oh yeah, okay.
Now you can all relax, but everyone's still taking damage.
I am the only god.
Yeah, that was she wants you to ditch all your other side checks.
Nah, ain't gonna happen. Hey, Ramza.
Whoa.
Few can claim to have endured the might of my will.
Ah, you are free. Perfect for the motorboating.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
Oh,
Stand in the zone. In the zone.
in the zone?
It's gonna
Okay.
shift. In the zone. It's gonna shift. You notice the wind is blowing? The wind knocks things in that direction.
Oh,
One
okay.
quadrant over.
Alright.
Keep an eye on the wind.
Your very soul shall not escape my reach. Kneel before me.
Uh-oh.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
If you hear an arrow, track it. Read one person with each arrow when it ends.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
Ow. I apparently couldn't move! I think I got rooted.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't that what you were after?
No! I like having mobility. Gotta be
I did the
flexible.
crazy master ninjutsu.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, shit! Something is time.
Kneel before me.
I can't
I
heal you
read the wrong way.
by stuff until yeah, until we're in here. I can't do anything.
I'm going to stay away.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the best way to handle it.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Now, have they changed that? Because I seem to remember not being able to see where the walls were.
As far as I remember, you could always see where the path to safe path.
Bye bye, Ultima.
I am your maker. I am Ivalice. Consign me unto darkness, and your light will be forever lost.
Bye.
Oh no, we
So I
got
see some
pretty
sage
much
left at the
Vashman.
bottom of my screen, just hanging out. Oh, you're smiling. That's cool.
Let's go.
You can tell how rare this alliance raid is to get The amount of people rolling on stuff. It's going to be a revelation knowing what all these headpieces you all rave about actually look like.
All right. Time for more story. He's awake, Kupo, but is it truly him? Thank you. Thank you all for coming to my aid. And you have my thanks, noble warrior of light. You have achieved what I could not. And you, bearer of my blood and the blood of House Durai, thank you for seeing my final wish fulfilled. My sacrifice has finally been given meaning. Now, my friends, let us retire to Mother Hydalin's bosom, that we may finally rest. Hell yeah, you enjoy it. Farewell. You are the true heroes of this story. Delita, how I have missed you, old friend. Forgive me, Ramza. You deserved better than what history gave you. I could have done more. I'm truly sorry. These countless centuries did I long for the day that we might meet once again, and now that time has finally come. Hydaelyn beckons us both. Ah. You're alive! Oh, but of course you are. You'd think that after this many triumphs, one might grow tired of saving the world. Consider us all fortunate that you have not. But they were there, Herdy, as clear as day. The hero Ramza and good King Delita. Why would I lie about something like that, Kupo? My question is, why wouldn't you? Still, after what we have all been through in the past few days, I might be willing to give you the benefit of the doubt this time, Kupo. Ilya, it's almost sad to see our quest come to an end, though we have given the land scholars much to consider. Charlean will have to open a school of Evilesian studies. Are we to keep up? Despite what Lady Frey says, I had no doubts that you would come through in the end. It has been an honor, Ilya. I only wish that Baganam were here with us to celebrate this day. I owe you an apology, Ilya. I was wrong to doubt you. Whether it be in council room or in the field of battle, you have proven yourself more than worthy of the many praises the bards sing. I am glad to have counted you an ally, for I would not wish you upon even my worst enemy. You rescued my brother, and for that I shall ever be indebted to you. You'll be in my heart always, Ilya. And here we are, Ilya. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for my family. And that is before you saved me from the High Seraph. I am so sorry, Ramza, Alma. I convinced myself my research was the most important thing in my life, all the while you two were standing before me. Can you find it in your hearts to forgive your father? Nope. Oh no, okay. It is all right. We are still here, are we not? And we triumphed. We proved your theory true. Evilise existed. Ramza existed. And the Oran Durai was not a heretic, but a hero. Now all that remains is to tell the world. No, my son. We needn't burden ourselves further. But father, we cannot allow our ancestors' name to remain... And we will not. Yet simply not in the manner you think. I shall be adding a final act to the Zodiac Brave story, telling of how Ramza, the forgotten hero, and his chronicler, Oran Durai, smote the Angel of Blood and saved Evilise from an age of darkness, before quietly embarking on a final journey that would take them far beyond the horizon. And of course, I shall not leave out those nameless heroes who fought alongside Ramza, without whom the young noble would have surely perished. Is that what you truly want, Father? For the story to end? It will only end on the stage, my dear, and live on in the hearts of the crowd. King Delita and Oran envisioned the Virgo as a beacon, which would lead future generations to the truth about the founding of their kingdom. They were right, and just as the pendants guided us, now we shall guide the masses through our play. And now you see, my son. I would offer you my thanks again, Ilya, but thanks are not nearly enough to express my gratitude for all you have given us. Perhaps after I complete the Zodiac Brave story, I shall pen a tale about the legendary Warrior of Light and her adventures across the 3 great continents. Then you'll have your work cut out for you, my friend. Ilya has enough battles under her belt to fill at least 3 tomes, if not 4. Would you stop doing that, Sid? And her tale is far from over, isn't it? Want to get Fran's tale? Ew. Alright, this is our final dress rehearsal for the night. Make it count. Positions, everyone. Yes, Principal. Lights, music. There will be no mistakes from you two. Am I clear? Mother Crystal clear, Kupo. They are going to perform the new final act. Begin! Even what will we do? The church has branded us heretics. No home awaits us in Ivalice. We shall embark on a journey together. Together? Together, the crystal's call has been answered and evil vanquished from the land. We are now free to soar like the griffin. Free? But how? By casting off our noble names and forging a new path, one not bound by fate. And on that path we shall meet new friends, make a new family. And unto them we shall entrust the true tale of our deeds, that they may carry on our legacy for all eternity. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to heart. Sword etched his fading memories. In stone he tempered his skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. Bravo, bravo, you both were wonderful. I'm inclined to agree with Lady Moelia's sentiments, but there is always room for improvement. Back to your positions, everyone. Again, from the top. So much for being the last one. Again. I've had enough of this. I was promised the starring role, Kupo. It is in my contract. Oh, hush, brother. Before Genomis has us back to polishing boot buckles again. Meanwhile, in the clockwork city of Golg... Oh. Noah Vangabareth? Uh-oh. Well... Sir, further research will be required to reach a positive conclusion, but preliminary tests show that the technology utilized here bears striking similarities to our own. Excellent. Let the Eorzeans play with their baubles. True power lies within these very walls. It appears our ancestors were as cunning as they were ruthless. Was that a Sharlayan? A weapon powerful enough to carve a gateway to the land's very core. His radiance will be eager to test this Tartarus. Wouldn't you agree? Uh-oh. Don't like the sound of that.
I mean, the guy's just discovered a drill, hasn't he? Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Weapon powerful enough to get to the core of the planet? It's like, dude, it's a drill. Like, we've had drills for a while now.
It has been an honor to serve as one as brave as you, Ilya. I only hope my contributions to this most recent endeavor has proven of value. Before this assignment, I would spend my days alone in the library poring over texts, learning of others' accomplishments, but never recording any of my own. But witnessing you and all you have achieved in a short time together has inspired me. When I return to Sharlayan, I will put in a request with the students of Baldician for an increase in field research. But I think I shall start with something in Lower Losnosia. Thank you, Ilya. If Banganam were here, he'd smile and slap us both on the back. You'd probably fall on your face. No, Mr. Captain. I'm not as optimistic as my brothers as to our chance of meeting again. But know this, Ilya, I will not forget you, and I hope that maybe you will say the same. I owe you an apology, Ilya. I was wrong to doubt you. Okay, no, you're saying the same thing. Sure. In fact, our paths may cross again sooner than expected. I received word earlier from both the Eorzean Alliance and Doma that they have agreed to assist Lenta's Tears, though not in the manner my leader first sought. They will be providing refuge for those displaced by the fighting, children, elderly, the wounded. I have been assured that all are welcome. Unlike our demand for solidarity, both Lady Tartaru and Lady Yugiri seemed much more amicable to this request. Perhaps they remembered how only recently Eorzean received refugees fleeing from Doma and Alamigo, and perhaps it was I who reminded them. As for now, I must return to Dalamaska with these tidings, and somehow not only convince the myriad resistance factions to cease their infighting, but also cooperate in the organization of a method in which the refugees might be transported safely across the borders. Needless to say, I have my work cut out for me, but even then, this is only the beginning. Once the refugees are safe, there is still a war to be fought. And won. And when that time comes, do not be surprised when I come calling again. Thanks are not nearly enough for all that you have provided for us, but sadly they are all that I have to offer. Thank you, Ilya. You watched our rehearsal, so you have witnessed firsthand the fruits of my father's labour. It is now on us, the players, to see their seeds cast across the realm. From fleeing the Empire to searching for a new audience, from finding the truth of our ancestors to bringing back my mother to saving my brother. Many paths were walked on this journey, but ultimately, they all led here. Was it merely the aura sight that guided us to the Orobon monastery? Or was it, dare I say, fate? Our exile, our arrival in Hinagashi, my father's disappearance, without even a single one of these things, our paths may never have crossed. If it is not fate, then... Now that Ramza's desires has been fulfilled, the aura sight set in this necklace appears to have lost its blessing. Perhaps it is for the best, but I am simply glad that the peace of my mother remains. I shall not say farewell, for I would not have this meeting be our last. Allow me instead to offer a prayer. Mother, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins that we might know salvation. I hope the new act was to your liking. It may still change, seeing as we have yet to finish our rehearsals, but I believe Father has another masterpiece on his hands. I have always admired my father, but never more than I do now. I finally have come to understand why it was so important for him to tell the tales that he did, even if those actions did see him driven from his home. Still, I worry that we may never find our place here in this foreign land, that our voices may never be heard. Everything we knew is gone. Everything we worked for behind us. Will the people of Orthard and Aldenard accept us for what we offer, in spite of who we are, or who we were? Will they flock to our stage to hear our stories? Will they laugh at our jests and weep at our losses? I know it is childish to fret over such matters, but perhaps I am still a child, desperate for the acceptance of strangers, despite the fact I am already accepted. Accepted by my friends and family. Something happened that day I laid hands on my mother's necklace. My father would have me believe it was the hero Ramza's influence. The Virgo that dispelled the fear and hate in my heart and replaced it with love. I would like to believe that it is not only the Holy Stone, but me growing up. Journeying to a new land, meeting new people, learning of new cultures and customs. These things ignited a flame inside me, a flame of change. You, Mont Blanc, Purdy, Mikoto, Master Sid, Buagi, Fran, and even Lena. You have all helped fan that flame, that they may raise a conflagration to burn away the old Ramza, leaving what stands here now before you. My father spoke of one day of authoring a play that would chronicle your adventures. I believe I will tell him to abandon that endeavour, for I wish to author it myself, that is, if you will allow it. You are welcome here any time, Ilya, and I hope that you will take the time to visit us and tell us more of your deeds. I shall be waiting. And we have ads incoming. Or the ads are gone. I'm not sure which. Oh, hey, Mox. It won't be simple uniting the factions. But when has war ever been simple? Once we are a united front, we still have to figure a means of besting the most powerful army in the world. And if by some miracle we achieve that, then we have an entire nation to rebuild, starting with the smoldering heap I used to call a home. But then again, it sure feels better than being a sky pirate. Let the next time we meet Ilya be in the desert sapphires neath the Royal Dalmascan standard. Reports are that... No worries. Reports are that the 4th Legion has marched on Valnain, marking the commercial center with their new temporary base of operations. If that is so, then that is where we strike next. We had our past misgivings, Ilya, but in the end we all learned to work for the same cause. I hope we can do so again soon. Hopefully, but probably not for 2 expansions. Gotta give time for it to build, right? Well, wasn't that an adventure, Ilya? It's sad to think we must soon part ways, what with all we've been through these past few moons. Satisfied with the city's unwillingness to turn him over to the Garleans, Genomus has decided to purchase a permanence breath under Kugane for the Prima Vista. Supposedly, he has already received petitions from hundreds of Ngaiko and Genin to join the company. And then there is the matter of my assignment. You'll be delighted to learn that I am almost finished. What? How do you expect me to write an expose when off battling forces from beyond the void? Don't worry, though. A few more weeks and I'll have a draft. Alright, an outline. Until then, I'll stay here in Kugane a while longer. At the Raven's Expanse, of course. Farewell. Done.
So, next, I think you two need to progress the story to the point you can get the trial series.
That's fair.
Trial series. So you mean the regular MSQ?
Yeah.
Sell those. Search for item. Alright. So the reach then. I'll be samurai for this.
Quest that you need to unlock and complete is Hope on the Waves. That is about 12 missions, I think, on from where you are. Yeah.
Oh, okay, doggy.
That mission title is one of the rejected titles of Smoke on the Water.
Hey, Luce.
Do you know how that song came about, actually, Smiley?
Come to see how we're getting
I do
on.
not know.
Deep Purple were at
We've
a
made good
sort of
progress
rehearsal
since we took back
recording
Alamigo,
studio.
but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here. Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing. Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward. If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
Yeah, probably, Luce.
But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The Reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't. Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me? I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure? After all, we were adventurers before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Why not? Press my arm, why don't you? Ooh, I need to spend tomestones.
You've been needing to spend tomestones since we got on.
True. I'm sure someone needs 10 rat tails gathered somewhere. True. Right then, let's go and find Master Levier. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetheryte. We'll be along shortly. See you there.
Oh, it's the jiggle physics tester.
What?
It'll make sense when you're done.
Alright.
Oh, that's actually a neat idea.
Okay. Yes.
Both of you need to be eye level 300. By the way.
Yeah, this is why I was getting new gear.
Doing the second quest actually gets you a whole new set of armor.
Well, I mean, listen, I needed to spend tomestones anyway.
They give you things for 370 at least for just doing the quest. So that's actually why I'm a black mage right now. So I realized I could get experience with it since it's only just sitting at 70. And the armor I'll get. Then I haven't been a black mage in a while.
Greetings, Ilya. 'Twould seem we are to accompany Arenvald on some manner of escapade? Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No storing, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodoric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal despot, by all accounts. As he was. The King of Ruins suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his disputes with the monks of the Fist ended with Ralga's Reach being burned to the ground. In the later years of his rule, he was seized by an unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Hey, Kuro, how's it going? I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course, we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart to racing. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, Kuro. I have learned the emote box. Oh. I'm in a car. If anyone can find that treasure, it's us. Even if we don't, the adventure will be reward enough, I reckon. The news of Doma and Almigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the Imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion. Yeah, about that. Which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? And tell us, Arnvald, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to ask around. Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied Archivists and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. If they uncovered the trove during their occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodoric's day. Given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arnvald, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks, whilst Ilya make the rounds in the Almegum quarter. Ha! And there I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course, but let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Galbard's Gate.
You said just eye level 300, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got 306.
Also, Ronzi needs to stop talking to people in the middle of the goddamn road.
Look. You can
like
move.
how he says, look.
In a palace? No, not me, lass. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King? He used to hold public executions up on the Divine Audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say that I stayed as far away from the palace as possible. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see His Royal Majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Aye, I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric, and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards, I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which, of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. If you're hell's bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Ernold. He was the king's head scribe. Yes, I am Arnold. What did you want with me? Information. You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough. But in his last days, the king fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a few chosen were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court thaumaturge to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now, my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. Excellent timing as ever. We have but this moment returned from our own intelligence gathering efforts. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures and found precisely none. It is possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the facts of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize... Excuse me. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Ilya? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Disturbing? Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Alagiri who spoke of the palace subterranean prison, but he said naught of cursed abominations. The Imperial Archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning her a yarn, do you think? Do you believe him, Ilya? His fear seemed genuine. If he was afraid, that does lead credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Ernold's anecdote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but ere I share my theory, there is a matter I would clarify. Arnwald, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Ooh.
It's fucked up.
In the end, she turned me out into the streets, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Theodoric's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arnimwald, and I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clearer in our intentions. Well, Ilya, are you content to surrender the treasure to Arnimwald's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Hell yeah! Then I should be...
what we do in general.
Pretty much. We just skim the taxes off the top. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you are minded to hear it. I'll take that because my summoner can use new gear. Well, out with it. What's this theory of yours? Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourned to a more suitable location? In case a rival treasure hunter overhears our plan, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let's reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. Come now, Alpha, no, don't leave us in suspense. Let's hear this theory of yours. Forgive me. It was not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have the lock in sight while I explained things. Prior to the great flood of the 6th Umbral Calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines, and this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scalia, which rose and fell during the 5th Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war. Yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribes was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Skella. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down not simply out of desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait. You're saying that we're meant to, they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely. And since we know the current since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that the entrance to the old city will be magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and gods knows how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have a certain advantage, which they did not enjoy. Ilya, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Arnvald and I will seek out an ensorcelled portal within the palace. Oh, I can fish while I'm here.
No.
Fish. Yeah, I can spearfish. Why not?
Not allowed, apparently.
Apparently. You discovered a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. You come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It will appear that you have found an entrance to the subterranean ruins. Ilya, it's Alphino. We've searched the prison beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate that it leads to an underground cavern. What news on your end? And you believe it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say we are able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. By the way, I took the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. The drowned city of Skella now available. Oh, this is a dungeon?
It is.
It is.
Just a second. I'm finishing one last crafting thing, and then I can change to a class.
Sure. Who's doing what?
I want to be a black mage.
Okay.
Well, if Smiley's okay with healing,
Yeah, it's fine with me.
I've already changed to warrior.
Okie dokie.
Not that I remember this one particularly well, but
Oh, it's no worries. I haven't played a black mage in for fucking ever. So I have to remember how to do this.
Oh yeah, and I mean they've changed the class as well. You don't have countdown on your Umbral and Astral.
Oh fuck.
Ronzi, you know
Yeah.
I told you, is it transpose? I told you
Yeah.
it's not used at high level.
Yeah.
Well, it is now in the new changed Black Mage level 100 rotation.
Really?
It's used once, so yeah. Let's keep that button.
I wouldn't have taken it off anyway, because, you know, if I end up in lower content, it may end up being helpful to use. Be ready to queue?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, there's my Leyline button. It's like, where the fuck is Leyline? Here it is.
Drowned City. I don't think we finished doing the other ones, did we?
No, I don't think we have done Fractal Continuum or the
Arbitor.
mod.
Yeah.
No, those are still on my quest list.
We'll find time to do them.
I'm sure this
Right. Let's see if I can remember how to warrior.
I trust your ability to warrior a lot more than I trust my ability to black me.
I mean, I'm just gonna go and stab things.
Ooh, I am remembering this. I can sacrifice my friend. Right, there we go.
These guys aren't hitting hard, but they're not going down easy.
It's starting to come back hard. Also, the fact that my fire and my ice don't have a timer is in fact fucking with me.
So, first one is rear, second one is side.
Right, I'm going to drag these. Alright.
That would have been an aggressive reaction, I thought, so. I have Shin targeted and accidentally pressed my the DPS debuff that scholars have. It increases the critical rate chance of the target against the target by 20%. So Shin could have got like absolutely clattered.
I do have a version of the warrior I win button at this level. No, not
Kelpie.
home gang.
Oh, the
Oh,
self-heal.
Yeah.
which one do I want? Here's them.
Pull. Okay, doing the pull.
It was the pull, not the push. Damn it.
I did run to the opposite end of the arena for Mulligan.
Yeah, I think I heard you say it's pull as well.
Shit.
Mox, you may want to move.
That's a pull.
But my circle. Black.
I mean, do you not have 2 circles?
Probably not this level.
No, I only have the one.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I don't like that we haven't touched it.
Oh, it's a pull. Ow. How did I end up that far away?
Yeah, this is the place where people tend to overpull.
Shit.
There's copper over there if you guys want it.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
I just have to fix him up.
I can see how people could overpull here. That's a whole lot of dudes.
That is a whole load of dudes.
I happen to be standing in the right place to avoid all of them.
Okay, moving on.
Alright. On it.
When the first one drops, I'm going to the next group. Okay.
Yep.
It's a
Alrighty.
Claydon.
It is a Claydon.
Shall we? Fuck.
There's some kind of weird mechanic with this one.
This one that turns you into rabbits, and then you have to go down the side.
I think we'll find out in a moment. Chains. Kill the servitudes.
Yeah.
Working on it. I just missed it. I'm feeling bullied.
Yep,
Oh.
it is!
Do we gotta run in circles?
Have to use the thing to destroy the ads. Use your ability to destroy the ads. I think next round they're gonna go like in circles. So then you have to like lead them with the explosive.
Right.
Me, bitch. Fuck.
There we go. Oh, they're on there. Did they change this fight? I remember.
They may have.
I remember these
because
guys
you
used to
can,
go
uh,
around.
You can do it with the NPCs now.
Yeah, the NPCs are very good at moving targets. They do fuck all during mechanics. They just go to a safe space and stand there. And like don't even attack or anything. The mechanic's over. The fight takes so much longer because of that reason.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Just call my fairy back or else she'll bugger off.
Font. I actually forgot about mana font.
No, it's Dusclops. Oh, the Pokemon.
You get your mojo
Oh,
back.
They've changed this as well. Boo.
Huh?
You used to turn into a version of that fat ghosty thing and fly across the gap. And now it's just a fucking light bridge.
Oh fuck. Oh god damn it.
I forgot how much fun it was hearing Mox's frustration of black maging.
The real authentic black mage experience.
Yeah.
And the stark contrast between having just played Ninja, where you're like back and forth for the positionals, and now it's like I have to move.
I have to fucking move. I didn't agree to this.
I didn't want to move.
Where's the manager? I want to talk to him. Load shotgun. I just want to talk. Just want to talk.
Oh my god.
Now I'm feeling like a black.
I'm a real black mage now.
Oh, I recognize these guys from the tower. No, you
Yeah.
bitches. What was even the point of that?
To annoy you?
I do like the fact when you kill these things, they turn back into people.
That's
Oh, this guy.
oh, this is gonna be great.
Alright.
If they may have changed this for the better, but if he's still the old fight, yeah, okay.
Alright, I like that. That sounds excellent. That sounds awesome. Let's do this. Follow the fairy.
Yeah, okay, it's still the old fight.
What does that even mean?
Nothing he does is telegraphed.
Oh, okay.
Only by the position of his, yeah, like that.
Alright, so that was a tail swipe. Alright.
Yeah, I just didn't realize it hit that far. Oh god.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. Moxley, a proper black mage would have been in like raid adjust for that.
Look away.
Oh. I didn't even see that.
At least we have a black mage who's punching.
That's true. It's better than if I was the ninja. Let me whack you in the head with my fucking scepter. Ow, you fuck. Layer.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You guys need to go.
No, not
Oh.
again. I'm dead. But good news, I got my circle back. No, not again.
Sorry.
Look away.
Ah, I didn't enjoy it. Sorry.
And I adjusted for your circle, Mox. Hail.
It's me! It's on me!
Up. Mox, what are you moving? You just stand still, I'll adjust for you. No, Mox
Yelling
white.
at Keronzi, I wasn't paying attention to the fight.
Mox white a laser beam to the face. It's fine.
God damn it.
Tail. That's good.
Well, I did. It was in fact not tail time.
Ads incoming. Whose is that portrait in the back? Is that the Mad King?
I believe so.
You right?
I forgot to do something yesterday. It's nothing important. It's something I'm just gonna have to do today. Yesterday was busy. Today's busy. Tomorrow's gonna be busy. And Sunday's gonna be busy. And just busy.
Yeah, every day do be busy.
Every day is great as your business.
It would appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
When Arnvald asked me to lend my spear, I didn't imagine it would be for such an adventure. I'm grateful for the chance to be a part of it. Gods, but what a dark and treacherous trek that was. What abominations waiting for us at every turn. In other words, It was a proper adventure. Arnevald and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Aye, without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I'm still reeling at the sight of the Mountain of Riches. What? Like how you reeled at the sight of that floating spectre, you mean? I wish I could have seen the look on your, I wish you could have seen the look on your own face, Alphino. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove, and that's all that matters. Ah, yes, Alphino is still scared of ghosts. The Butcher's Blood. Arnevald is still grinning at Alphino's discomfort.
When Arnevald said, you know, that was a dark and dangerous trek with horrendous abominations at every turn, I was like, oh, he's been out for a Friday night in the local town centre.
Just a regular weekend over here.
Yeah. All jesting aside, we must tell the people the good news, and I think Lee should be the first. Seconded.
Call that name in holiday.
Yeah. She is bound to be delighted. If I am no longer needed, then I shall take my leave. Of course. Don't let us keep you. Thank you again, and say hello to Vamar for me. Now then, there is to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Lise is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? Oh, you three looked pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise. And I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. No, she's not, because she wasn't invited. You're joking. The Mad King's trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people. But they didn't have Ilya and Alphino in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I voted go towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Arnenwald did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I have taken the liberty of sketching a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there's one more thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have the head for the details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handling out sacks of gil won't solve anything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course. I should be at your disposal. Commander! We've got a problem! Deep breaths. Tell me what happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters and they started making demands. You'd best come and see for yourself. Uh-oh.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Oh.
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about.
Oh.
Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Oh, that placated the crowd.
I know you're right, I do, but I can't.
Thank you, Ruban. After 20 years of Imperial rule, 'tis no surprise that the people should seek a target for all their pent-up rage and grief. I only wish I knew the solution. Thank the gods for General Aldin arrived when he did. Any later, we would have had a riot on our hands. Fort Dola and her skulls may have aspired to be Imperial citizens, but they were born Alamigan. To their countrymen, they are traitors of the worst kind. The Butcher has much to answer for, but to simply drag her from her cell and slaughter her in the streets? General Alduin is right. My thanks, Ruban. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. It is a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas that same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory, but now the war is over, all that unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folks known to have cooperated with the Guardians. It starts with insults most often, then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Anata and the Quickrin to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordona's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nargo. I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated? Everyone who didn't resist? There'd be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only I caught a glimpse of her past, a moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, unforgivable things, but in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guards when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Yeah, be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. You have the commander's permission to enter, then? Yes.
So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you? Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom. Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men. And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fadola. I see you for what you are.
Nope. Now we get the visions.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Please! You have to do something! My husband and daughter are in danger!
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arm.
We're citizens! We have rights!
I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Time and a half, I have something I gotta take care of today, and I do not have a lot of time before I have to get ready for tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Heading off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have to be up at 3 in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah. Alright, take it easy.
Fadola, please.
Have a good one.
You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Not that we had a choice. It comes and goes. I don't control it.
And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Oh, she can now see us? In the past?
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. they've done to you. The lies, the betrayal, the endless fighting. Yet there you stand, unbroken. How? Why?
An interesting question. You know why you saw? For those I have lost, for those I can yet save, because I choose to. You know why you saw.
Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
Excuse me. Echoes of an echo. I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least. Aye, and I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Ilya, but the visions only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between one who was born with the echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the immortal flames have been scouring the research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Aldwin's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we?
I think I'm going to have to call it a night there, Ronzi.
Sure. No worries. Take it easy, and I'm sure we will speak over the weekend at some point.
Yeah, probably. Alright, have a good one, Smiley.
Thank you.
And you, Ronzi. I'll
Yep,
catch
you as well.
Later on.
Take it easy.
So,
I was just going to do this quest. Do you want to do some cues after that, Smiley?
yeah, sure.
Cool. General Alden is inside Eye. Will you be joining him? Yeah, once I'm done with this, we can...
Yeah, no rush.
Let me have actually a quick word with some people here. We'll edit. Seeing this facility, I'm reminded of what they did to Kryl. Ugh. They should burn this place to the ground and be done with it. Come on, let's talk to Raban. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it? Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arnevald noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions more, or almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different from her, for her? We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research material, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance, if you have the time to lend a hand. So many bodies, and every one of them is a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible aether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. The device in which Kryl was held seems more ominous, now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've recorded everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the aether of the occupant, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations will be much appreciated. Ilya, shall we start with you? Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Kryl, the pattern of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's echo? I believe so. Which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul. And it seems probable that the procedure engineered... No, that's not engineered. Endangered? No, engendered. Engendered. There we go.
Engendered, yeah.
I got there. The same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and families to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door night and day. If she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their pasts. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed. As you may recall, your cell was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Husvelga's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she's destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating this trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these god's-forsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. I've never known why I was given the Echo, but it makes me want to put it to good use. The forcible extraction of aether from a living subject is invariably fatal. How many died that Fordola may gain her new abilities? Too many. I go looking for answers about the Echo, and I end up getting schooled by Ruban. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alduin is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble winning it back, might he not want to stay? It is a quandary which countless refugees now face, to continue the life they built in Uldar, or start again in the land of their birth. Ilya, a moment. I am newly returned from Uldar, with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana? Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Alphino, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of Emilia. Okie dokie then. Let's do that. What do you want to start with? I guess it's the best question.
I'd just go with whatever takes you fancy. I'll probably try level some stuff.
Sure. What are you planning on leveling?
Ninja, probably.
Alright. In that case, then I can tank.
Okay.
Make things a little easier for us to potentially queue. Alright. Hang on a minute. Do I want this one or do I want this one? No, let's get this one. That's fine. What have I got? All enemy. What's that? All enemy. All those enemies. Combos with unleash. Okay.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. Ready to go?
Yep.
Good. We'll use that. Okay. Getting a little bit more experience.
I have accepted it's not me for waiting.
No, that's fair. I can't do that this time. Fine. Where have we gone? Aha.
Two ninjas.
Double ninja.
Also means that trash packs might be a little slow because we have no AoE.
That's fine. Was that? He ran back. Okay. I can run all of these to the end, right? In this section?
Yep.
Why? No, that was the wrong...
That's...
Wrong thing.
I mean, they did say they were new after a year, like we would a break.
Okay.
So if they don't realise they will learn the hard way.
Yep, they'll learn pretty quickly.
When they meet a tank buster that hasn't...
Don't need any of them, so I'm not going to roll from. I didn't even push the right button. Where are you going? Did we pick up the thing?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. First, never mind, doesn't matter. Don't really need to do much in the way of tanking. Huh? We'll go down the ravine. Also, at least make sure I've got these guys. I thought we had friends coming. Oh, this is the rogue's first time in here, I think. Oh, no. Alright, let's get a rolling. I mean, if you wanna take the hit for me, I am all for it. Got A level out of that.
Yeah, I got like a third of a blow.
Level disparity though, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but I was still quite surprised to say that was a level, what, like 18 dungeon, and my ninja's 60, or was 66, the end of 66.
Yeah.
I'm now like a third into 67, but it's the roulette bonus.
That is off-center sticker. Jump into MS or the main scenario roulette.
Yep.
Okay, who am I going in with? Warrior, I guess? Time for me to remember how to play Warrior.
Just hit stuff.
Pretty much. Hit stuff and get hit. Oh. Castrum Meridium.
At least have some AoE. And I have my
Alright. Time to run. Oh, I just had a major slowdown. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think I caught everyone. Ads incoming!
Quite literally as well. There's ads in this fight.
True. Ah, time for some orbital bombardment. Well, it's not quite orbital, but you know.
I swear on Ninja, the stealth ability is only good for resetting your sign count and not for actually sneaking anywhere. So it just does.
Yeah. And like, isn't there some abilities that like proc off of it?
Yeah, but when you get a higher level, you get a hand symbol combo that allows you to use those abilities outside of stealth.
Right.
Which at this level I can do. So I mean, the issue is that the stealth ability is like broken as soon as anybody in the group enters combat. Some of them, the whole party.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have stealth anymore. Fuck's sake, they're kind of making 40% movement speed. I can't get close to use my ability on them. The game's like, no, you're out of stealth.
Yeah. That is really super, because I mean, it's a good opening spell as well. It was a good opening ability.
Yeah, I think the opener rotation is like, you use one of your charges for your hand symbols to get an ability ready within 5 seconds of pulling, and then hit hidden, like while you're still not in combat, to reset that count, and then you open with using that ability. And then you've got like another 2 charges.
Over here, gentlemen. Oh, these all ranged users?
No, they're totally strong.
Okay, let me pull these guys over here, please. Yeah, I'm just gonna tank these. What are you doing?
At least the white one's pennies.
At least he's not what?
He's been a big considered.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was thinking in the back of my mind, is the white mage gonna do that? Be funny.
Just have 2 Colossus turn around and start smacking them in the face.
Just do that very quickly. It matters too much, but you know. The principle of the thing. Jealous much? I mean, does she... I think the only one of us who could answer that is probably Mox. Does she, like, basically just say, like, oh yeah, he is, like, mine, body and soul, to male adventurers? Get away from you. Hey, I leveled up.
Nice. Oh, I almost got that one.
Nice. What ability do I have? Upheaval.
It's OGCD.
Yeah.
Single target.
I need to move all of my abilities around and everything, so I'll do that at some point. Alright. I am probably going to call it there.
Yep, sounds good.
There is a chance I will be on Sunday.
Okay.
Probably during the day to do a bit of leveling.
Yep.
Maybe in the evening for the stream. I'm not 100% sure what my plan is.
Okay, no worries.
It very much depends on how Trinky is feeling after the 12-hour stream.
Of course.
Whether I'm going to be doing anything with her. And I do have another game to play this month for the podcast stuff that we do. Hades this month.
Hades. I have that in my back catalogue as well.
I've been meaning to play it as well, so I'm not great at them, but I'm willing to give them a go. Right. I will deal with all of this later.
Some stuff in.
Keep going.
I wish side quests would give more experience.
Wish side quests would give more experience.
Yeah, like I'm just doing all the side quests in this area. I came to this area for the fates, like they were suitable for level 66, but there's like a load of side quests. I thought, I'm just gonna get them done with, because I'm already like out level of this zone as it is. Like, just having them sat there cluttering up my map, but they give like 20k experience, and my level experience is like 2.1 million. It's like nothing.
Yeah, I think a lot of that. I mean, they may have overtuned the MSQ ones. Obviously, they don't want the side quests to be over leveling you dramatically, right?
Yeah.
If everything is hyper tuned to get up, they wouldn't have overtuned the MSQs as much as they did.
Yeah, I guess I do the MSQ so that you can just like, blitz through it and be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the side quests are purely like if you wish to do so, but
yeah.
Be nice. Quest doesn't appear to.
Alrighty then, YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps the channel grow. In those comments down below, so I'll respond to you in kind, but please, if you're going to talk about any of the plot points we've not yet encountered, just mark your comments with spoiler so I can use my discretion. when I go through them. There'll be some links down below. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel, and as I said at the beginning of the stream, there is a link to I Am Trinky's channel, because they are currently live on the day that this video is live, the 28th of June, raising money for charity in a 12-hour stream, of which I will be there probably most of the day. Got shopping to do in the morning, but you know, I will eventually be there. Would love to see you there. There's some links to the throne lists, to my Lore Objects merge store. They help me out a load. There's a link to my channel. Love to see you stop by. But until next time, YouTube, may you stay safe in this broken masquerade.